Welcome to Chef Eugene's 502 All-You-Can-Eat Restaurant. Today we have our Thanksgiving special. I'm going to show you how to do homemade onions for your green bean casserole. Are you tired? Aren't you tired, like I am, of paying $5 or $6 for a little tiny can of dirty onions that you put in the green bean casserole, and they're not even real onions? Well, I'm going to show you a really simple recipe for making your homemade ones with breadcrumbs, and we're using sweet onions. Excuse me a minute. And we're using Progresso breadcrumbs. They're seasoned Italian style. And I'll show you how to do that. But first, salute to all my family and friends. Happy Thanksgiving. Wish we could be around the table together. Okay, so I got my pan on hot, and I use peanut oil for frying. It's very good flavor. So you're not gonna dice the onions. They're gonna be slivered onions. Get a nice look at those. So when you're cutting up onions, not many people seem to know this, but you leave the root on the onion bulb, and you cut it top to bottom, because that's the way it grows in the ground. So cut the bottom. You leave the root on while you're cutting, so it holds the onion together. See that? And then when you're done, you're doing the slivered onions, and you just cut the root off, and it comes apart like that. Isn't that beautiful? And then you just put the root aside. I'm going to do another onion. But it's going to be kind of like onion rings, as that's the flavor we're shooting for, because that's what Durkee or French's, whoever makes them, that's what they originally shooting for was, and we've gotten accustomed to, is that fake onion ring flavor. But we want the real thing. You got to make sure you have plenty of oil, because the oil, we're going to use the oil to soak up the breadcrumbs later and give the nice breading that we really crave from our onion rings. In this case, it's going to be just kind of like slivered onions in this breading. So come back for part 2, and when this is done, and I'll show you how it's very simple to finish. So see, our onions are now, it's been about 8 to 10 minutes, and our onions are now turning a beautiful golden brown. So I'm going to turn it off. You can see there's plenty of oil in there. All right, now I'm ready to add the seasoned breadcrumbs. So I'm putting the seasoned breadcrumbs in, and you're going to put these in quite a bit. And did I say I turned it off? So I turned it off. And so this is, I don't have an exact measurement on this, because it's going to depend on how big your onions are and how much you have in there. So you just stir them around till they all soak up all the oil. So that's pretty easy. Right? And get a look at this, so they can see, like that. So I'm going to add maybe just a little bit more. Now at this point, if you don't have seasoned breadcrumbs, you just have regular breadcrumbs. You can season them however you like. Salt, pepper, Cajun seasonings.
If you're frying those onions for the green bean casserole again, don't put so much salt in them like you did last year.
Yeah. So you got to be sensitive to the people for whom you're serving, I guess is what the lesson is today. So thanks for watching and welcoming me into your home from Chef Eugene's 502 All-You-Can-Eat Restaurant. To you, may you have a wonderful Thanksgiving.